Hi, I'm Ken, and I'm on a bike ride.
Hi, I'm Barbara. I'm out for an evening kayak with friends. We're going to get some food and see the sunset.
And we want to talk about the importance that exercise has on recovery and mental health. When we say recovery, we mean the process of reclaiming your true self from an addiction, such as drugs or alcohol. Exercise pushes me to maintain a certain level of discipline. Discipline is a part of structure, and in keeping my structure, I keep my focus. And when I keep my focus, I keep my happiness, and I keep my serenity.
Research shows that people in recovery do much better when they get out and exercise. Why? One of the reasons is because it builds brain mass. Plus, it's a ton of fun, and you get out in the sun.
Exercising in nature is great for your mind. When I'm out riding my bike through the countryside, in the beginning, I might be thinking about whatever problems I have at home. I might be thinking about the headwind or the hills. But after a certain point, my mind gets free, and all of a sudden, I'm just in the middle of wherever I am and enjoying it to the fullest. And if there is a pretty strong headwind or a pretty steep climb, that's where exercise challenges me. Gives me something to focus on that I can push myself farther than maybe I've done before.
Another benefit of exercise is that it produces those happy chemicals in our brain. So it helps prevent depression. It also helps us cope with anxiety better. Another benefit of exercise is getting out of our negative thinking. You never know how good you're going to feel once you actually get out there.
And speaking of goals, sometimes we're trying to get a personal best. And for myself, I'm right now training for a very long bike ride. I did 32 miles last weekend on Sunday, and today I'm going to try to get between 50 and 60 miles, trying to build myself up to do a 100-miler. And I know that can be possible. I'm looking forward to it. Getting out and about also allows us to be social. Recreation with other people makes it all the more worthwhile.
Another benefit is meeting new friends. This is actually something I never would have thought I would do before, but it was introduced to me by a friend, and then I learned. It took me a year to learn, and then I got my own kayak. Never in a million years would I have thought I'd be kayaking around. It is amazing.
If you haven't exercised in a while, make sure you start out slowly. If you start out with too much effort and too much force, you might be a little sore or you might be miserable. And if you're miserable, you're going to be less likely to keep this up. So you want to pace yourself and start out slowly. When my gym opened up after the COVID-19 closure, I basically pretty much went in my first time and just looked at the weights. I wasn't going to push myself and do any kind of damage or injury. But the structure of getting there, walking inside, was the first step that I had to take.
One day I was in the worst mood, and I came out anyway, even though I didn't feel like it. And after about 10, 15, 20 minutes of the paddling, I felt so different, so much more positive. It got me out of my negative thinking. I'm not sure if it was the water, the sunshine, the sky, but it totally changed how I felt for the rest of the day.
And one of my favorite parts of exercising is the relaxation I get afterwards. It's almost like after a workout, I can take a deep breath and my body just has a sigh of relief as I fade into bliss. I tend to sleep better and I'm much more relaxed overall. Now go out and plan your own exercise routine. You might not be as excited about exercise as we are, but once you start to feel the benefits, you'll understand. I'm Ken.
And I'm Barbara.
And thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Kim, and exercise is great for mental health. It's also good for relationships. I was having trouble in one of my relationships, and that's how I picked up kayaking, because somebody had told me, you know, if you're having trouble in your relationship, do things that will make you awesome. Because if someone's going to stay in the relationship, it's going to be because you're awesome. And if the relationship fails, you're still awesome.